Hello, Oak Grove. Happy Wednesday. So, when I started doing these midweek videos that I said that I was going to do, I worry and wonder to myself whether some weeks I'm going to always have content ideas for you. There might come some weeks where I'm at a loss for ideas and I might have to look up a devotional online or something like that. And then there are other weeks when material presents itself, for better or for worse. As many of you heard, one of the big oak trees right next to our pavilion fell Monday night during the strong storms that we had. My wife and I were in the parsonage at one point, sometime between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. We heard a clap of thunder that was so loud, the parsonage walls shook. I don't know if that's what took this tree down or not. Bill Bennett said that he thinks it was probably the wind. As many of you know, this tree was basically completely rotted in the middle. And so one way or the other, whether it was lightning or the wind, the tree is on the ground now. Now look how close it came to the pavilion. We got very lucky that it did not strike the pavilion itself. The pavilion is undamaged. Sadly enough, the community gardens sign and cart were crushed. We haven't really gotten a good chance to look at whether they're salvageable or not because the tree is still in the way. So by way of a public announcement here in the context of the video, the wood from the tree is very much fair game for anybody who from the congregation who would like to come claim the firewood. If you bring your own chainsaw and bring your own truck, you are welcome to the firewood. We want the community to be able to make use of the wood. We discussed possibly paying a professional to come in and take the tree away, but we decided no, we want the folks from the congregation to be able to use the wood. And so we're very sad that the community garden sign was crushed, and we've been without power at the property since then until this morning. It just came back on this morning. And so we are grateful to God for the fact that the pavilion was not damaged when the tree fell. But I want to take advantage of the opportunity to also show you, even though it was sad that the tree fell, sometimes in life, we have to make meaning and purpose out of the things that happen to us by looking at what opportunities they do give us to show the love of God to each other. And so Julie and I were without power here at the parsonage since Monday afternoon, since this morning, during this 90-degree heat wave. And I want to show you all, this is the generator that Bill Bennett brought by yesterday evening that I did not ask him to bring. He just brought it. And it was one of about 3 generators that I was offered by people. This happened to be the one that Bill didn't take no for an answer. He just brought it over, which gave us power to the first floor last night so that we had AC and we had lights and we could charge our phones. These over here are the 2 5-gallon tanks of water for purposes of washing and drinking and flushing that Ken Gehring brought by yesterday, unannounced and unplanned, fairly last minute announced. He asked me right before he brought them over whether we wanted them or not. I've got some lanterns here that were given to us by Lois Sprague. When Julie and I went over to her home last night, her brother's home, to use her shower. Because we hadn't showered since Monday night and we definitely were in dire need of a shower. And so I'm showing you those things to illustrate the fact that in life we can't predict when the storms of life will hit. Our gospel reading for this Sunday is about Jesus calming the storm, and so we'll hear more about that on Sunday morning. But in the meantime, when the storms of life do hit us, we don't know why they come, and we can't control the fact that they're going to come. But they can be an opportunity for us to, whyever it is that they entered into our lives, to show the love of God to one another. And as always, Oak Grove delivered, just like you always do, because you're all amazing. Oak Grove delivered and helped take care of us when we were in a really dire strait. So thank you so much to everyone who offered us water and showers and generators and food and whatever else it is that they wanted to give us to try to help out for the last couple of days. And thank you to everybody who showed up Monday night to try to do a little preliminary cleanup. Carmi Domball was going all over the field in the back picking up branches and showing her love for our property. Thank you so much to everybody who sees tragedy strike and this is a relatively minor tragedy in the grand scheme of things, but when hardship strikes, sees that as an opportunity to serve God and serve community. So thank you, Oak Grove. You are awesome as always, living out the love of God for the world to see in such a way. And so I just wanted to share that all with you this week. Thank you. See you Sunday. Have a good week. God bless. Hey, Oak Grove, as an addendum to the video that I did before, I realized when I reviewed it that one other person I forgot to thank was on the night of the storm. Lonnie Vodnacker was here as well, helping us to clean up the yard of the church, doing some of that prelim cleanup to grab those limbs and whatnot that were laying in the yard. And so I know that nobody who helps out here does so because they need credit or recognition for it. They just do it because they love their church and want to serve. But we want to make sure we thank and give credit to everybody. So Lonnie came here with Carmi and Ollie that evening, and he was here helping out as well. So we want to make sure we thank and recognize everyone who helped us out during that time. Thanks.